Hi everyone, it's Peaceful Nick the Medium. I got in a time crunch, so I'm going to be eating my dinner while I do the live. Hello, hello. Hi Anna baby, Annie Bade. Hi, it's Peaceful Nick the Medium. I'm an Evidential Medium. Hi Anna, two Annas. Hi Mel, I hope you don't mind, I have to eat my dinner because I got in a time crunch, had some stuff come up, but I'm gonna be eating. I'm not normally somebody that does that, but mama gotta eat when it's time. If you have any questions about mediumship in general, I'm going to wait till I'm done eating to do the free readings just because, I have to concentrate. Hi. What's for dinner? Well, I made white rice and pot stickers with sauce, and don't think I made them homemade because I didn't. I've been traveling for the last few days, and so I just threw these in the skillet and microwaved the rice. I have a 30K giveaway. When I reached, I think, did I post that video? I don't know if I posted the video. Well, I have a 30K giveaway. If I didn't post the video already, I'll post it after this. I should probably go out and post it real quick. Will I lose all you guys if I do that? Hi. Well, I have a TikTok video that I either posted right before this or I forgot, and I'm going to post right after this. That's when I reached 30,000 followers. For a few months there, it took me 3 months to get 1,000 followers, but I got to 25,000 real fast. So I don't know, but when I reach 30,000, I'm going to give away a full... Hi, Scarlett. I'll do a reading after I'm done eating, okay? Okay, then I must not have posted it yet. But I'll post it right after this. If you comment, why you think you deserve a reading and and share and, all those things. I'm going to pick a winner once I hit 35,000. Hi. Yes, I'm starting. I have one spot left in my small group reading for this weekend. If you want to join, it's only $25. Email me for that. My free mediumship class, I still have a couple spots left. Oh, wait, no, the small group reading's next week. I've been traveling, so all my dates in my head's just a blur. Full readings and classes you can book on my website. Thank you for the follows. Hi, everyone. Put some questions in here about mediumship, spirit guides, mediumship, and I'll answer them. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. Thank you for all the shares. Hi. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're all having a good week. I've been traveling, but I've joined, if you guys are doing any kind of business, follow Kenya Kelly. She does this, I'm doing this free TikTok challenge that she has. Today was day 3. It's from 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. You can still join for the last couple days, but if you have a business that you're running on TikTok, she gives you all these hints and tips of how to get your videos out there more and all that. So, nobody has any questions about spirit guides or mediumship or anything? Okay, Anna. I always feel like I am super sensitive to spirit, but then I scare myself and don't. Yeah. I know I hold back because I'm actually afraid of what I might, I don't know. I'm not afraid like something bad will happen. I'm afraid I won't handle it if it's too good. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Spirits won't scare you. I mean, well, you might get startled if they just show up at the foot of your bed one day. But you can ask them not to do that and they will adjust for that. So you can try to, feel out my free class that I have. I have 2 of them running every other week. The first one of the second session starts this Saturday. If you want to join, email me. It's completely free, no obligation. I'm not going to be like pushing you to do whatever. I just really want to help people understand if they have a gift. Oh, Scarlett, excellent question. If a spirit reincarnates, how do they greet you when you die? Okay, I'm going to have to take another bite because that's going to take a minute. We have an oversoul, which is a big part of our soul. And it's like, how there's a mainframe computer that all the laptops are connected to, like at an office. That's how it is with our soul. We have a main soul, an oversoul. Our full soul can't fit in our body. We would blow up. Like it's too much energy. So just a little piece of it is connected to the main soul. The main soul stays in the spirit world. So, yes, they greet you when you die. Correct. Yes. Oh, are people being mean in here? Oh, flaming autistic. Thank you. Okay, Sally, go for it. Any tips to ease into it? Yes, so there's like millions of free videos on YouTube. That's how I found my teacher a few years ago, on YouTube. I would start, if you just want to ease into it, start meditating. You can get free meditations on YouTube. If you feel like the meditation isn't helping you connect, you can go on YouTube again for free and type in "sitting in the power" for mediumship. And that will help you to start to quiet your mind. The biggest problem with mediumship development is people are busy. And I think that's why it was much later in my life, after my kids had moved out. One has come back, but he works all the time, so he's not here to ask me for stuff. I think my mediumship didn't really hit me full force until my kids were grown, because I'm working. I was working during the day and I was working at college at night, and I didn't have a quiet moment in my life. And so you really need to make sure you have quiet moments where you can just quiet your mind. The number one thing is to quiet your mind. Yes, it is cool. Hello, Esperanza. Yeah, flaming autistic. Yeah, that's common. I see 1111 every day. Like, I don't see 1024 or 937. I always see 1111 every day. I do not know a lot about angel numbers, but I totally am into numbers and numerology. I don't know a lot about it. I know a little. I know enough to do harm if I try to tell you about it. But yeah, numbers are very important to me, and I actually had a really stressful job once, and this was probably 7 or 8 years ago, and I was listening to this numerologist talk, and she said, if you have a number on your office door, which I did have a number on my office door, and I looked up the meaning of that number, and she said, if that number doesn't help, like if it's doing bad things for your office or whatever, put your life path number on the door or something like that. So I took a Post-it note and put it on the door, and I swear, I don't know if it was in my head, but things changed in there after that. So I'm totally into numbers. Oh, thanks for inviting people, Esperanza. Ooh, KMTDJT. How do you not let the grief and emotions from a reading stay with you for days afterwards? Well, fortunately or unfortunately for me, I have been very traumatized in my life. I've experienced several different episodes of serious trauma and abuse. And so I've learned to compartmentalize things. And I know that's kind of a horrible way to get to the place of being able to separate yourself, because I am a very emotional person. I cry about everything, and it's going to make me cry talking about it. I'm very emotional, and I have to really tell myself beforehand, keep it professional. And also, I think spirit helps me because I do a meditation beforehand, before I do a reading. And then at the end, I always thank spirit and give gratitude to the spirit world and to the spirits who are communicating. And I think it kind of ties it up. Now, there are a couple of people who are repeat clients that I feel a little emotionally attached to because I've been watching their grieving process, but I try not to let it drag me down because I have other people that I have to help also. And so I think maybe it's age, wisdom, and trauma is the best way I can explain it. Great question. I think thanking the spirits at the end ties it up for me. 319, 1111. Hi, Grady for Shepherd Lady. 333. Oh. Somebody asked a question. Esperanza. It's not going to sound crazy. How about if you don't want you ask the spirit world not to? I understand that completely because of what I've experienced. So let's start with that. However, there is someone who has commented on some of my videos who has said there's a person who has had readings from someone else, and that person that they did not want to greet them always comes through. My explanation for that is that they are coming through in order to make amends for what they did in their human life. You can ask. So what I do sometimes in my readings is say, if anything gets too emotional or stressful, depending on the situation, tell me to stop. If there's someone who comes through that you don't want to come through, you can ask me to stop. But if they do come through, it's usually because they are aware of what happened and they want to make amends for that. So, but you can ask the spirit beforehand, say, I'm not ready to talk to you. Please don't come through. You can do that. It's so amazing how, I'm a scientist, for those of you who don't know. Studying science is so hard, and doing science is so hard. There's so much to remember. And mediumship is difficult, but in a very different way. Communicating with spirit, once you learn how to do it, they're there. And if you ask them, they'll do what you ask them. They just do. So if a medium is giving you a reading from someone, and someone who comes through that you don't want to talk to comes through, say, please ask that spirit to go away, to back off, because I don't want to talk to them. The medium should respect your decision. They should not force you to have a communication from someone that you don't want to. Sorry about the eating. I love you to the moon and back. I love that screen name, but I don't do predictions like that. I don't do like passing test predictions because there's so many variables and so many things can happen between now and then. I wish you luck though. Yeah, Flaming Autistic. I have room in my free mediumship class. Email me. It starts this Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific. It's about an hour and a half-ish. It's completely free. You're not going to get a bunch of spam or anything from me. Oh, thank you, Esperanza. That's sweet. I appreciate that. She's been telling Lily, her friend, about me. Flaming, you're welcome. They're not there to harm you, but if you're not ready, you're not ready, and that's okay. I wasn't ready, really, and they just hit me over the head one day with people coming in and talking to me. I've told the story many times. Yeah, most of us have experiences that when we grow up, that we kind of just brush off or blow off or forget as we get older. And then we get older and realize, oh my God, that was not normal. Like, I have a story I've told many times. My whole family was sitting in the living room. My sister's boyfriend was there, who's still a family friend to this day. And this was 40-something years ago. In a drawer of a table, a nightstand flew out over our dog into the middle of the living room floor all by itself. To this day, the boyfriend, who's a family friend, it freaks out when we talk about it. And we have no way to explain how that happened. Everybody was sitting down. Everybody saw it. My mother was psychic. She had untapped powers. She definitely had telekinesis, and I think that's what happened. I don't think she knew she could do it. Flaming Autistic, I'm telling you, I can help you. Email me. I'll add you to the group if you have time. Deja vu. You know, I have a theory about deja vu. Hold on, all the stuff just loaded. Claudia. I have a theory about deja vu, actually. I believe, because I'm a scientist who has a master's degree in astronomy, which means I studied a lot of physics in the multiverse. So the multiverse means there's many different universes. And some scientists believe and theorize that we have different versions of us in different universes. It's kind of like if you saw the new Spider-Man movie, it's like that. There's 3 different Spider-Mans in different universes with different lives going on. My thought, and I thought this even before I was a medium, is when you have a deja vu, it's bleed over from kind of like a double exposure. If you guys used to ever use actual physical cameras with film, sometimes you take 2 pictures on one piece of film. It was called a double exposure, and it was 2 photos in one. I think that's what deja vu could be. It's bleed over or a double exposure from another universe that we could be going on with our lives in many different versions of us. And when we have a deja vu, because we're all one soul, every one of us in every universe has the same soul. And so you can tune in to that other version of you and see the same experience happening that may have happened to them, you know, yesterday or 5 years ago or whatever. That's my theory. Now, I can't prove that, obviously, but that's just, you know, I think about stuff like that. Oh, Jersey Gem. Great question. Does the spirit go to you, or do we need to ask? It can happen both ways. When I first realized I was a medium, spirit was just coming to me. They were just popping in my head, talking to me. And you can imagine, as a scientist, how hard that was for me to believe. And I got confirmation from their loved ones here on Earth that the things that they were saying were accurate. And it was both of my first 2 experiences were the day the person passed, which was crazy. But when you get training, and these are some of the things I go over in my classes. When you get training, you learn, and some mediums don't do this. There's a very famous medium, I can't remember his name, but I saw an interview with him, And they asked something similar to what you just asked. And he said, no, they just come in anytime. I can't do that because it does still happen to me. But most of the time, Spirit knows I have a full-time job during the day. I can't just be talking to spirits at work. It has happened to me twice at work where spirits have tried to come through while I was talking to adults in the building. But I had to tell the spirit, I can't, this is not appropriate right now. I know you really want to talk, but I can't talk right now because I will lose my job. They will think I'm crazy. You know, if I say grandma, I'm talking to one of my bosses and her grandma starts talking to me over her shoulder, I can't say, hey, by the way, I know you're telling me this really important thing about work, but your grandma's trying to talk to me in spirit. You know, that I can't do that. So I have taught my students boundaries. You have to put up boundaries and say, okay, when I'm at work, you can't come through. Sometimes they're just so forceful, they do force themselves through. But most of the time, that does not happen because I put up boundaries. When I do a reading, I ask for spirit. You'll see me looking over to the side and my eyes go around because that's me connecting to spirit. And they can come in from different places. So you ask them, and they're very generous, and they will listen and they will do what you ask. If you ask them, not right now, or sometimes I'll do a reading for someone and 5 or 6 people will show up and I'll be like, oh, my ear's starting to ring. I'll be like, look, only one of you can come through. And then sometimes somebody will bully themselves up to the front. It's funny. I can like see them. So you can ask them. That's the best way to not drive yourself crazy. You're welcome. Lily, 105 car. I keep on feeling something on my forehead. I was third eye that is fully activated. Is this true? Now, there are different people who have different schools of thought on this. I don't think you have to have your third eye activated and pay somebody a bunch of money. That's kind of scammy because you can do it on your own for free. And it really is just opening up yourself to the spirit world or consciousness. So you don't have to go get it done for you. You can probably, oh, there's my husband's face peeking in. A hubby alert. You don't have to get it done for you. You can activate it yourself. Mine, I think, just automatically happened. So, good evening, Jules and Smokes. Yes, okay, agree. All right. I noticed when people ask you about lost loved ones, your eyes go back and forth. Is that because you... Yes, Scarlett, that's exactly what's happening. It's because I'm connecting with the spirit. And sometimes I see them inside my head and I'm starting to see kind of like an overlap of things physically, but because I ask the spirit world to not show me things like my sister, I have many sisters, I have a large family. One of my sisters who's not spiritual at all sees our mother my mother passed in 86, so that was a long time ago. She sees her fully formed at the foot of her bed. And I told Spirit, do not do that to me. It will give me a heart attack. I cannot look at the end of my bed and see my mother standing there. I will pass right out and probably die. I don't want to see that. So I see them mostly in my head with a little bit of glowing light is starting to form. I said, please let me learn this, but slowly, so it doesn't scare me. But yes, I do dart my eyes around because most of the time I connect over here, but sometimes it's going back and forth because they come in from different areas. Great point. I love science and ghosts too. Lily, yeah. I must have missed your question because I didn't see it. Oh. Your questions are coming in out of order, so I'm not sure what the whole thing is saying. Oh, do I need to get rid of a troll? I'm just looking through because I think some of the things came out of order. Trolls need love too, guys. You know, they're just here because they're in emotional pain. They're sad and weak-minded. They've probably experienced some trauma, haven't been loved enough, and don't know how to love themselves. Hello, Laura. That's right, Scarlett. Oh, CFCTNL. I'm glad. I'm glad my aunt told me that. You're so sad. Bye. Anyway, bye to that troll. They're just sad people. That's it. Oh, Lily, did they charge you a lot of money for a chakra alignment? I hope not. That's, you don't need that. You know, don't pay for that. Yeah, flaming hot. It does make my brain melt. But, you know, I love it when my brain melts. I love challenging things. I love constantly having to think about things. My brain I'm always trying to figure things out. Yeah, it's like, I hate the math and all that, but I love it at the same time because it's a challenge and I want to see if I can do it. Lily, I don't know what you took a photo of. I only see a couple parts of your comment. But then I was told that my third eye was fully activated. Is that true? I think you could know that. I think I only saw part of that. Oh yeah, Jenny, I blocked her. How does a reading work for you? You mean, how do I do a reading? So I sit here in my little space. I have all my little paintings and trinkets and knickknacks that help me focus. And for probably 10 minutes before the reading, I'll start a meditation process. I'll get my water. I just do a lot of like little personal rituals to get set up. I'm very, I have to have things just right when I do it, because if I feel like something's out of order, it'll mess with me. And then I take some deep cleansing breaths. I take 3 breaths and I set an intention for the greater good of all. Always, the readings should only be for the greater good of all, period. There should be nothing else happening. It should be for the greater good. And then I ask Spirit to come forward. Usually what happens though is, the Spirit will sometimes they come in the day before or the morning of the reading. And sometimes like 1 minute before the reading starts, boom, they're there. And like one time someone actually, they wanted to talk to their aunt, and that's not something that's very common. But right before the reading, I kept hearing aunt, it's her aunt, it's her aunt, it's her aunt. And I thought, that's nobody who wants to talk to their aunt. Nobody wants to talk to their aunt. And then boom, there she was. And I said to the client, I said, are you looking to talk to your aunt? And she's like, yeah, that's exactly who I'm looking to talk to. And so sometimes I second guess myself. And then I make the connection and I can see things, hear things, feel things. I feel a lot of body pains. I see words. Like I was doing a reading last week and there was a medical term I never knew existed, called infusion. And the word just came into my head straight across, typed out, infusion. And I said, did that person have an infusion? I know what a transfusion is, but I never heard infusion. And she's like, yeah, of their spine. Their spine, they had a spinal infusion. And so I'm not a doctor. I study science. I have degrees in science. But I never, I haven't gone to medical school. So that was something new for me. But that's how it works. I see things, feel things, hear things. Lily, I don't really know if that feeling around your forehead means it's the third eye. I will tell you that I can feel the presence of some spirits, especially my mother, when she comes near, I feel it. Like I said it, I feel her right behind me. I can just feel it. She's just right there. It's an energy, almost like when your hair stands up, when you're like having feelings and like your hair stands up. It's almost like a tingling, but not really a tingling. Does that make sense? So if that's what you're feeling, then yes. But I have not ever had my third eye activated. I just know I can feel energy around me. Hi, Ryan Journey. Hello, everyone. All right, crazy for Shepherd lady. I don't think I see all the comments you guys see. That's why I miss questions. Because, like, nothing's loading right now. So I'm going to take a couple bites of my dinner. Thank you for the follows. So right after this, I'm going to post that 30K giveaway video. Because I thought I posted it right before, but I didn't. Silly. My brain, I was really sick a few weeks ago. And ever since I've been sick, my brain is just like, I'm so forgetful. Hi, Dobie Mama. So nice to see you. Crazy Shanae. I love that name. When you meet a person, can you tell what their spiritual gifts are? I am more of a emotional, like I can connect, like if I'm talking to them and we're talking about the subject, yes. But for me, it's more the ability I have when I just meet someone and just encounter them randomly is my gift and ability with that is I can tell if they've experienced trauma, what kinds of trauma, what things they need to do to make their life better. But I can't just go up to a stranger I met at the grocery store and say, hey, I know such and such and such and such happened. Why don't you do this and this and that? People might get very upset if I started to do that. But spiritual gifts, yes, once I start talking to them a little. But strangers, I can read them. My husband and I, when we first met, we used to go to the mall and people watch, and we'd make up stories about people. I don't know if you guys ever did that when you were younger, but we'd be seeing somebody eating or whatever, and we'd be like, oh, that couple's doing this or that, silly, goofy stuff. But really, I can meet a stranger, or sometimes just see somebody and just get a read on their full, not every detail of their life, but like the main points. All right. I can't see the time. Oh, okay. 6:39. My comments aren't loading. Okay, here they go. Hey. Okay, Dobie. Let me finish eating. I didn't realize how long I'd been on here. Oh, thank you, Flaming Autistic. You want to ask him a question, Dobie? Because I know we've spoken before. Or do you want me to do a cold read? Normally I do cold reads. But because we're familiar. So while I'm waiting for that comment, I have a free mediumship class starting this Saturday. I have a couple spots left. Email me if you want to join that. No obligation. You don't have to pay for anything or buy an extra packet. Blah, blah, blah. Small group readings, $25. Email me for that. The next one's next Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific. I have 2 spaces left for that. My video that I forgot to post, I'll post after this, is a 30K giveaway. So when I hit 30K, I will give away a full reading. And any of my other paid services you can find on my website. Classes. I have a 6-month class posted. And just regular readings, some spirit art. Okay, Dobie. He's showing me his hair. Did he have a mustache? No, answer everybody hang tight for a second. Let's wait for Dobie to answer in capital letters. Because this is not your real name, I can't remember the reading I gave you before, but I know that you're one of my clients. Okay, something about his hair, right? Okay. I see. Did he have a mustache? Martha. Okay. Oh, it says I'm frozen. I'm waiting for her to answer. Am I still frozen? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay, Martha. Okay. All right. So I'm with you. Good. You're going through something like right now, something big that's super challenging, and you want an answer from him. Is that what you're looking for? Because I feel like there's something you need help with, and you want his help. Give me a yes or no in caps. Yes or no to help from your husband. Okay. Okay. Everybody hold comments, please. He said, and it drives me crazy when Spirit says this because it's frustrating to us humans, but they always say it and they're always right. He said, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You just have to have the strength to do it. Is this involving somebody else is coming into this situation? Martha? Like this involves another person. Does that make sense? I'm just waiting for her comment. Yes, okay. Is this something you have to boundary? You want to put up some boundary, like you have to say no, and it's hard to say no. Like something's happening, and you got to be like distance yourself, or say no, or put them in their place. Let me know. I'm feeling there's a situation, and it's kind of driving you crazy, and you want his insight. And I feel like you need to put a boundary up. I'm just waiting for her answer to come through. Thank you for the likes and all the follows, everyone. Yes, I've been saying no and just yes. 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 Correct. That's what you need to do. Absolutely. Girl, we must have a connection because yes, say no. Keep saying no. You have to keep saying no. You already know. That's why he said you already know what to do. Okay. Yep. That's his message. You're doing the right thing. And he loves you very much. And he's watching. He's watching. Oh, I'm so glad. I got a spider web. That is awesome. I love that. I love that. Esperanza. Well, everybody has groups of people around them. So that's for everyone. Everyone has groups of people around them because we all have lost loved ones. And the other thing about that is we all have a soul group or a soul family that we incarnate with over and over again, and we can have different relationships. Like your sister could have been your mother in a past life. Your husband could have been your uncle in a past life. I know that sounds weird, but even people who have, and this was very, very hard for me to accept when I became a medium. This was the worst, okay? Even people who have hurt us the most are in our group of souls that are put in our life to, I know there are mediums who don't believe in soul contracts and soul plans. I do believe we have an outline of the challenges we're supposed to meet. Part of that is karma from past lives, that we have to meet those challenges. So people who harm us in certain ways, not that they're supposed to go to the extremes that they do sometimes, but it is, I believe, our purpose is to grow, and you can't grow if you don't meet challenges. Like if you always got A's on every test and you were happy all the time and everything was perfect, you wouldn't grow. You have to have challenges, and that is very hard to accept. It's very, 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 very hard to accept. But I believe that to a certain extent, we are meant to meet certain challenges in our life. And I know that's probably going to make people mad. Yeah, Martha, you got to do it. We all have complicated family dynamics, and in-laws aren't any better. It can be even more complicated. I feel like, they're trying. I don't want to really say the whole thing that I'm seeing, but I feel like they're trying to push some stuff on you to see certain things. I can't remember if you have a child. Is this about your kid? I can't remember. I can't keep it all in my head. That's what I'm feeling. D. Medina, I am very sorry to hear that about your father. I'm not sure what you want me to tell you, except that he is still around and his, neurological system shut it down, so he wouldn't feel any pain. If you are looking for a forensic investigation, forensic mediumship, like to help solve what happened, you can email me. And it's free. I have a group of mediums that we meet once a week, and we do a circle, and we bring in people for free to do investigations like this. So you'll sit there on a Zoom, and you'll have 5 or 6 or 7 mediums, and we'll all do like remote viewing or forensic mediumship and help you piece the pieces together. It's completely free. It's through Zoom. If you're interested, email me. It's right up there. But with all these people on here, I don't think it's appropriate for me to read that. And now my comments aren't loading again, so I don't know what's going on. If I'm still freezing. Let's look. I gotta look. Yeah, overwhelming challenges. Okay. All right. Thank you, Martha, for clearing that up. Laura Nicole, email me for both of those things right up here at Gmail. And I will be happy to send you the information. Esperanza. Are you dealing with something? I keep hearing insecurity. Insecurity. Are you dealing with that? Answer in caps, yes or no, insecurity. Kimberly, Ripley, is there a child around you? A child that passed? Or someone younger than you? Yes or no to child, please. Yes or no in caps, child. I'm waiting for the comments to load. They are so... This is the slowest I think the comments have ever been. Hi there. Oh, yeah. I think Mercury's turning tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Then I follow the Red Robe astrologer every morning. You guys got to follow him. Every morning, he's in his red robe. He's a middle-aged man, and he's very excited. And every morning, he does the Red Robe astrology, and he does the report, and it's awesome, and I look forward to it every day. No messages are loading, so I'll just finish my rice. Got to get those carbs in. Okay. Esperanza says yes. But now I can't remember what I said. And Jessica said yes. Everybody's saying yes. Now a bunch of yeses. Guys, I hate this because it took so long for the comments to load. I don't remember what I said. So yes, and then put the word that I said. Because I don't remember. Yeah, the spirits get really mess with my electronics while I wait for these next comments to load, because, you know. Okay. Child loss for, let me go back. No, I can't find the original comment. You guys, I am so sorry. This is driving me a little crazy. Jessica. Child. Esperanza. Oh, Jessica Child. Thank you. Thank you. Crazy Shanae. I need a moderator. Okay. So Jessica. So I'm seeing an angel. I don't know if it's a trinket, an angel picture, or an angel tattoo. Jessica, is there something in honor of this child that is in the shape of an angel? One of those things, say yes or no, angel. Like type the word angel, because when I do 2 or more readings at a time, I forget. I probably should not do that, but I want to help as many people. Yes to the angel, Jessica. Okay. So the child is recognizing that in their honor. And I almost feel like they're knocking something over. Like, does something fall over? Like, you're like, how did that fall over? Something's like being knocked over. Jessica, say yes or no. Something's falling over. Thank you, PC. She's my my moderator, but I don't know how to make her a moderator. I should probably look that up. But I appreciate it. Okay, Esperanza, your husband says, stop it. Stop it. He's like commanding, like in a commanding voice, not in a jerky voice. You know that you are... No. You don't know how intelligent, how wise, how beautiful, how talented, how much you have to offer others. He is telling you those things are all true. He wants you to embrace that. All of the positive things. Embrace them and accept them. Because you're not going to be able to move forward until you do that. And give me a yes or no if that makes sense for you. Jessica, something's falling over. Okay. That's your child saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and I'm with you. Okay? Your child, that is why that is happening. So know that is validation from them to me to you, that they are there with you. Okay? They're there, they're around. I feel like there's more children in the family. And Jessica, let me know if do you have other children, yes or no? And if yes, do they talk to your other child? Because I feel like they're talking to them. Give me yes or no. Yes, okay. Okay, thank you. PC, I owe you one. Okay, so this is what I want to ask you to do, and I ask people this who have had this happen. When you talk to your child that's here on earth with you, ask them questions about who this is they're talking to, and write it down and date it. Because my youngest son, who's now an adult, well before I was a medium, every morning he would wake up and tell me, between the ages of like 2 and 6, he would wake up and tell me these stories, these complicated stories about, at night, his job was to go to heaven and bring the people who passed away to greet their families. And he would have these detailed stories, and he talked to people. He would talk to spirits, okay? He was talking to a little girl in our car one day. There was no little girl in my car that I could see, but he was having a full conversation. He was about 4 years old. He was having a full conversation with his arm around her. And I said, Isaiah, who are you talking to? And he said, oh, there's a little girl. Her and her dad died in a car accident on the highway, because we're driving by the highway. And I'm just telling her it's okay to go to heaven. And I wish I would, I'm like, what? Okay. I didn't doubt him. He was very sincere. But I wish I would have written all those things down, because he told me hundreds of stories over about 3 or 4 year time span. So write it down and date it. Yes, they do. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Very good. Write it down and date it. And know that that thing that's falling over, that's your child there around. You're welcome. PC, that's sweet. You're a sweetheart. Someone on here asked me why I think their daughter or niece unalived themselves. I will say that she had experienced trauma. She didn't know how to deal with it. She was in a lot of pain. She didn't know that she could reach out to people who would help her. And it was almost as if her brain was spiraling out of control. Oh, wow. That heart was really pretty. Thank you for that. It was like her mind couldn't. It was almost as if there was a glitch that couldn't compute what was happening to her. She couldn't resolve it in her head and make herself feel better, no matter how many people would have tried to help her, which I'm sure many people were aware that she was suffering. And she just couldn't get through it. She just couldn't. And it just accumulated in her mind until it was unbearable. And she didn't do it because she wanted, oh, I got some birds or butterflies or something. She didn't do it to hurt anybody. She didn't do it out of selfishness. She did it because she was suffering and she didn't see a way out. And I'm very sorry that happened. Someone said, will I receive financial abundance, Lena? I do not make predictions on finances. I'm so sorry. No, Shaz Morrison wants to know if their dad is upset that they weren't there when they passed. No. Couple things. One, sometimes people wait until you're not there to pass. Okay? And they do that on purpose. Two, when you cross to the spirit, there is no anger, bitterness, or resentment. Even let's say you were mad at him and you didn't go see him because you were mad at him. Let's just pretend. Okay? They understand why once they cross over, any bitterness, any anger, any resentment falls away. It's like the spirit comes out of the body and all that human garbage that we hold in our minds, it's gone. We're aware of it. We can remember it. We can see it, but we don't feel that way. Our soul is, if you've ever fallen in love or held your first child the first time, that feeling, that euphoric feeling that you have, that all is right with the world and everything's wonderful and this is the most amazing moment, that's how spirit feels times like a billion. Like there's no, like you look at a newborn baby or the person you just realize you're in love with, there's no negativity in that moment, and it can be just a moment till the baby starts crying or the person makes you mad. But you still you have a glimmer, just a tiny glimmer of what it feels like in spirit, and just multiply that. He is not upset. Okay, no. Okay, here they go. Yeah. Yes. Yep, Melinda. Yes. Cuckoo clock goes off randomly. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Crazy Shanae, is there a gentleman in spirit for you? Brother, cousin, boyfriend, friend, a male, contemporary in your age group, someone who would have been in your social group or family group. Give me a yes or no to male. Yes, no, male. Just hang tight, everybody. I'm talking to Shanae. And while I'm waiting for her, somebody said, do they miss us? They don't miss us because they're around us all the time. They can come around us anytime they want. Anytime. Hi, Not a Beauty Guru. So nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Where'd she go? Shanae, where are you? What is happening? This Mercury retrograde needs to go. Needs to go. Yes, your father-in-law knew you were there. Not loading. Shanae, I'm sorry. I don't know where you're... If you made a comment, it hasn't come through yet. Daily Smile. I don't make predictions like that. I'm doing mediumship readings. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad that I'm not the only one they're acting weird for. Esperanza. He knows he was wrong. Okay. And that's probably what caused your insecurities. But he does not want his failure as a human in that regard to be so disrespectful of you. I get triggered by that. Not you, obviously, not you, but by people who do that, because it's like so disrespectful. He knows what he did wrong. And that's why he's saying you're not going to heal and recover until you face all the wonderfulness that you are. Because his soul is pure. His soul didn't do that. His soul is pure, and his soul is in your soul group. And you will meet him again. Even if you're still angry at him forever. Like on your human life. But his soul is apologetic. And I'm sure he was not very nice to himself in his mind. And I have no idea. I'm waiting for Shanae's comment. If you're there, please post it again. I don't understand what's happening. Now a whole bunch loading. I don't know. I don't know where the messages are. It's all out of order. And Shanae, I'm sorry if you're there. And you answered me. Email me because I do not see it. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
You think I wouldn't say that? Damn right I would. Say no.
All right, let's see. Esperanza. I'm so sorry. Are you in some type of therapy, counseling? I would get some group counseling, one-on-one counseling. I'm sure he had some type of addiction as well. He was, feel like his dad was a real piece of work also. Or whoever, feel like he came from a family that pretended to be one way but was a different way. Does that make sense? Flaming autistic, and I'm going to try this again. I never saw, if Shanae answered, I never saw it. I'm so sorry. So let's go to Flaming Autistic. I love that name. I hope I'm saying it right. I see a female figure. This could be one of your guides. I never see people's guides. I see a female figure in a long, light-colored gown or dress. Can you answer me yes or no if this is a human that you knew? Yes or no to the dress. Long light-colored dress. Flaming. Jordan, hang tight. Okay? I've seen you write that on there. I'm so sorry, Esperanza. I'm so sorry. You need time to just heal yourself and know that you did not, Esperanza, you did not cause him to do anything. I am sure he was a narcissist. Narcissists make you think like you caused them to do that. You said this, so I did that. right? That's probably what he said. You made me act that way. You made me act that way. Well, let me tell you something. Nobody makes anybody act any way. It was his responsibility, and he should have never treated you that way. And I'm so very sorry. And I support you, and you are worthy of love. Okay. All right. This is weird, Flaming, because I see this woman. I don't know if you're aware if you have a spirit guide, but I see this woman in a long light colored dress. It's got to be a guide because I can see her very clearly, and she is not going away. Are you right now, Flaming, in need of emotional support for something serious that is happening in your life? Because if that's the case, I think that's why this person, because I can see her, she's floating right there in my head, and she's standing there like lovingly, like looking down. Okay, Flaming, let me know if there's something you're going through right now specifically that you need support. If the comments will load, darn it, this is driving me crazy. Yes, okay. That's why she's here. I am not in the business of telling people who their spirit guides are. That is not my specialty. I have never, that I can remember. Now, I'm not that young anymore, so my memory's a little iffy. I don't normally see spirit guides like other people's spirit guides. That's really not even, I'm not even really supposed to do that, but she popped in. Because, women don't just wear dresses daily that much anymore. So that's why I thought it was a little weird and different. She's just here, I think, because she's not really saying anything. She's just here as a support system. Now, there's a younger, well, to me, younger than 50, male figure, where Flaming is, she's showing me a younger male figure. Now, I don't know if this is a person that is involved in your life here, or if this is someone that has passed. Do you have a male figure that is causing the stress with you, or a male figure that has passed that's younger than me? Younger than middle-aged. PC, you deserve a prize. Hi, Tabula Rosa. I'm just waiting. Thank you for the likes. Ooh, I've been on here a long time. I didn't even realize. Okay. All right. So I think that's why she kept pointing to my age, because she kept talking about my age, because I just turned 51. So that's around the same bracket. Would this be someone that you had been close to for a period of time and lost touch with later, or someone that maybe some stuff was left unsaid, Flaming? Just yes or no. And if Mercury ever goes back to normal, we may get our comments loading properly. Okay. I feel like, so I'm seeing my Uncle Rick, okay? My Uncle Rick is my person. And we had a similar experience. We were very, very close, and then we had a separation. And so he's bringing that up to me. He's saying he understands the things left unsaid. He understands the things left unsaid. But he's also there. Like, I can see this woman in the gown or dress, and then he's right here. And I feel like they're connected to support you in this thing you're going through. And just want you to know that they're around, and you can reach out to them and ask them for help or guidance. Like, they can't physically move someone out of your life or hand you a check for $50 million or anything like that. But they can put things in front of you that can allow you to steer your life in one direction or another based on this issue you're having. Does that make sense? Yes. So just know that they're both there to support you, and it's so interesting. The spirit guide business. This is going to open up a whole new realm for me. She's just beautiful and peaceful and wonderful. Oh, Aunt Jen 003, my longest, most wonderful teacher, Aunt Jen 003. Follow her for daily reminders of the things you should remind yourself of. I promised Jordan J, that she was next. So Jordan, did you ask for a cold read or?
I'm gonna go cook some spaghetti and watch some.
Okay. Your friend passed. That's okay. Your friend passed. Oh no, something happened. Your friend. All right. Jordan here. Okay. Your friend. All right, let's see. Is this friend a female? Jordan. So this is just for Jordan. Yes or no to female. You're welcome, Flaming. Here go the comments again, just stuck. Okay, because there's a female and a male. The male's here and the female's here. And I feel like, this female is someone that also belongs to you because she's much stronger than the male. She's like pushing him over. So there's a female in spirit. You're probably not thinking of who she is because you want to connect to the male. He's here. So is this someone that you had, there was, one of you was feeling romantically about the other one and the other one didn't feel that same way? Give me a yes or no on the feelings. Okay, your grandma. Okay. All right. PC, you're kicking butt, girl. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So grandma's strong, right? She was strong because she's like, she wants to talk. All right. Because she's like scooting him over. I feel like that's her personality, right? Okay. Gosh, he's having a hard time getting a word in edgewise because of grandma. He understands that why the feelings weren't reciprocated. He understands. See, often it's the male who has the crush on the female who doesn't want anything to do with them, because we're girls and we can do that. But I feel like you may have had more feelings for him. Does that make sense? Like more romantic feelings? Can you give me a yes or no on that? Gotta love Mercury retrograde. Hopefully, if it turns to when it turns tomorrow. She always wants to talk. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so yes. Okay, so I have a yes here. I think that's for you had the stronger feelings for him. I think that's the order they came in through. Okay. Well, the real Presley's the first comment I've ever seen you give, so. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. He, okay. Was his passing something he would have felt responsible for? Give me a yes or a no for him feeling responsible for his passing in some way, form, or fashion. Okay. So okay, that's what I thought. His lack of reciprocating the relationship was because he knew what he was doing to himself. And he knew, it's like he knew the outcome of his life, that he wasn't going to have a very long life. And he didn't want you to be stuck in a relationship with him when that happened. Not that you cared for him any less. You understand. He didn't want to burden you with that. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, good. Not that he didn't care about you, that he did. And he cared about you enough to not drag you into that. Okay? So know that he did it because he cared about you. He didn't want to hurt you. And of course, he loves you, and soul love is different from romantic love. And he cares very deeply for you. Just in time. Listen, I'm going to post this 30K giveaway TikTok video right after I get off here. And I have to get this from my son because he's coming in the house and I got to let him in. So thank you.